Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday night at LDRS Creative. Awesome day for a craft along. Hope you guys have something to craft with today because it is a craft along, so that's kind of the whole point. Yeah, and you can craft with anything you want. You can be stamping, you can be scrapbooking, you can be knitting, sewing, whatever you want. Crocheting. My grandma used to crochet and knit. Anyway, hi everybody. So nice to see so many joining us all the time. It is such a treat to see so many friendly and familiar names, and I wish I could see your faces, but anyway, one of these days, maybe as technology improves and my husband adds more, maybe we'll actually like have one of those big screens where I could actually see you up there. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be like a Zoom thing. That'd be fun. Yeah. That'd be really cool. Anyway. We got some really, really beautiful cards from some of you guys. Thank you so much. From, who's this one from? This one is from Sue Bush. And this is a thank you card that she sent in. I've got the, it's actually kind of a green, but I've got the green screen on, so it kind of changes the color. Beautiful, beautiful card. And she used the Poinsettia Stamp in here, which is one of our, one of the stamps that goes in with some of the orders. So absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so, so much. And then the next one is from Blanca. Look at this one. Look how cute that is. And she used the gorgeous stencil in here that in the background that we had on HSN. Absolutely stunning. Thank you, Blanca. I really, really love. It's such a surprise too when I get cards from you guys. It's really, really nice. So thank you so much. And we were talking about it before we went on. We've been talking about your gingerbread houses that some of you are posting in the Facebook group. That is so, so much fun to see. You guys are doing so great. It's really, really cool to see that, I don't know, that you guys are actually, you know, that I don't know. I mean, I love having you here and stuff, and I always wonder if I'm actually teaching anybody anything or, you know, or is this just entertainment? So it's so nice to see that you guys are actually, you know, playing with some of the things that we're doing, and you know, using some of the techniques and stuff that I talk about, and that you're just enjoying them, because that really does let me know how much you're enjoying it, and I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. It's an absolute pleasure and a joy to do this every week. So let's see. Today is all about today. I came up to the studio and I didn't know what I was going to do. And I was looking around, and I have this really long tray of, they're like craft colored little tags and things like that. And I had them, I have them just kind of like as a little decoration. And I've never used them. I've probably had them in here, I don't know, for a few years. And so I thought, you know what, today could be a really good day just for kind of like scraps and things that you have laying around. And then I thought about some of the images that I've colored up for some of these lives that I never used, and I put in that little box that I have, and I thought I'm gonna pull that little box out. And so today is really going to be kind of about scraps, and I thought, let me use some of these scraps on some tags and see where we land. And you know, because it's always nice with Christmas coming and stuff, it's always nice to have little gift tags, and I wanted them to be really easy gift tags. I didn't want these to be things that were going to take an hour to make. So I have 3 little things in store for tonight, so we'll see how they are, how they turn out. I've done a lot of the work, so I kind of know how they're going to turn out just because we have 3 of them, and so I kind of had to do a little more planning than I usually do. But I hope you guys are going to like them. They're very simple. They're not going to be, you know, as detailed, and they're not going to have all the backgrounds. They're not going to have all the dimension and stuff, but they're really, really cute, and I think that they'd be really easy to kind of mass produce if you wanted to make, you know, 10 or 20 of them, you know, gift cards or gift tags. I think these would be really, really easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, and Regan is saying that a Zoom class with a kit would be fun. That would be cool. That's a great idea. I like the idea of doing that with a kit. We would have to plan that way in advance to make sure that everybody gets their stuff, especially with the way shipping has been going on. We've been shipping stuff. Oh my gosh, we shipped, there was, how long did it take? It was a package. We're in Bloomfield Hills in Michigan. We shipped a package to Bloomfield Hills, right?
West Bloomfield.
To West Bloomfield, which is literally just a few miles west of us. And how long? About 7 miles. And how long did it take to get there?
I don't know, over a couple weeks.
Oh, it was like more than a couple of weeks to literally get 7 miles down the road. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, hopefully that's going to change. I'm really hoping that with everything that's going on, again, not to be political, I'm hoping though that as we ease into 2021, and I'm sure a lot of people are hoping for this, I'm hoping that we just get back to some sort of normal with a lot of these things, and that all kinds of things in this country just kind of calm down in the country and in the world. And so that is my New Year's wish, that we just kind of settle in and things just kind of start to get back to normal. And hopefully people will start being kinder to each other as well. And we can just move on from a lot of the pettiness. But anyway, sorry about that. I always try and keep this a neutral zone. So we're going to get back to neutral and get back to crafting. So I'm going to switch the camera and we're going to get rolling. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, I need my glasses. Alrighty, so let's see. I decided, guess who's back? Guess who's back in town? Holiday Gnomes. These were out of stock. They are back in stock. I was not planning on them being in stock again. Here's what had happened. We actually put in another order for these when they went out of stock. We ran out of the stamps, and when we put in the new order, everything is backed up. Manufacturing is backed up. I told you shipping is backed up, the whole thing. We were given about a 6 to 8 week time frame on restocking these gnomes. And so I pulled the order because there was no way I was going to be, getting these in at the end of the year and putting these out. I mean, they're for Christmas, right? Primarily. Well, then apparently the manufacturers somehow, they showed up. So they literally showed up today. So they're back in the store. We have a very limited supply of them, but if anybody wants these, these sold out pretty quickly. Our little holiday gnomes, and they are for the holidays, but we do have several in here that can be used throughout the year as well. Like these 3 right up at the top here. This guy's got his little coffee or tea. This one has a present that could be for for a birthday even. This one's got little stars around him. He's just excited, again, a present. This one's on a little scooter. So there's a few of them that are really dedicated to Christmas, but many that could be used throughout the year, and you just have to color them in non-Christmas colors and you would be good to go. So we're going to be using these guys. And then I also pulled in a couple of other things. I did not pull in this whole set. I literally, as I started building this, I needed a tree. So, and some of these I already had colored up, so that's why I grabbed those. I needed a tree, so I stamped this tree and just cut it with the die. If I had had one in my scraps, I would have used it. I did grab this. This looks terrible on the front, doesn't it? I need to do a better job cleaning. But this is our Poinsettia Stamp, and shout out to Stephanie. This is her favorite. She's having a blast with this, but I thought I would do something really easy with it as a background. And then I grabbed this as well because I wanted this second die that's in here. And I'm going to show you why all this came to be. So let me get all my stuffs here and show you what I got going on. This all started out with this. Remember I told you I had some of these little craft pieces. I had little tags, and I had these little envelopes, and it's a little 3-inch envelope, and I don't know why I have it. It's literally like 3 by 3, or no, it's a little, I think it's like 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. That's what it is. And I just had these little craft envelopes. I have a bunch of them, and they're just kind of on display in a little thing that I have. And so I thought, boy, oh boy, I'd like to do something with that. So that was when I thought, what if I used this poinsettia stamp as a background? And so I'm not going to show you everything I did, but this was the gist of it. I literally stamped it. Let me go like that because it's shining. I literally stamped it with our watermark, and then I put a gold embossing powder over it, and I just embossed it in this beautiful gold. And then I took a couple of our reds. I did start with Soft Kisses, which ended up kind of fading away. You don't really see it. It's very, very faint in there. But I started off with Soft Kisses, and then I blended into Kiss Me Red. This is my favorite color combo of reds right here. And then Scarlet Rose. So I blended with these 3 And this is what I ended up with. Isn't that pretty? I didn't worry about, you know, where are the leaves or anything. I just wanted to have this gorgeous poinsettia in the background. And frankly, the leaves look a lot like the petals, so I don't even think it really mattered. So I did a really quick and easy blend of that. And then when I was looking for a die, I wanted a 3-inch die. And that's where this square with the scallop came in. And that is a 3-inch, and it fits perfectly into this little envelope. So this is going to slide in here just perfectly because it's just like a little note card, right? So that slides in there. But this alone wasn't enough. So let me show you what I did. I went to my little scrap bin of papers and I found this gold. And so I cut that to be just a little bit larger. It's like a 3-inch. And it fits perfectly around just like so. So then I again went to more scraps, and I had just some white card base cards, just some white cardstock, and I cut this to 3 inches by 6 inches and scored it down the center and stamped it just with a Happy Holiday stamp that I have. And it's part of one of our sets, but I don't remember which one. And so that's going to fit right over. So that was literally just done from scraps. So I'm going to go ahead and just quickly assemble this, some of it. And I'm going to show you how quickly, oops, my tape gun is sticking to everything. So with this piece here, oh, and this was the thing too. Once I actually stenciled, or not stenciled, but color blended the whole thing, and then I found an area with that die, like, you know, that I knew I was going to like, and just lay it on there. You could probably get more than one. But I'm going to set this aside now, and this is going to go into my scrap pile, because I'm not going to use that one today. Isn't that pretty? I think it's really, really nice. So I'm going to lay this right on top here. Not perfectly centered, but it will do. So next up, I thought I wanted to tie things in. So I have my card here. Isn't that pretty? I mean, what a cute little, isn't that a nice little photograph just to do those together? But anyway, I wanted to bring this craft in on this piece here. And these are some things that I had in, I already had these were some things I had in my scraps. I had these colored up. And I thought, well, that's not going to be enough. So that was when I pulled in my snow deer, and I just did this little tree. And so I'm going to put him kind of beside the tree here like this, just as a little center. Again, these are going to be very simple little cards and little tags. And I thought to bring the craft in, I grabbed this little bit of string that I have. And so I'm going to go ahead and wrap, let me leave that end a bit, because I'm going to do a bow, so I like to leave a lot of excess there. Let's unravel this a tiny bit. I don't know how much I want. I almost wish this were thicker, but it's not, so we're just going to have to go with it. I wish it were thicker just because it would give me a little more color on here. But I think it'll be fine. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to trim this off. Where's my scissors? And I want this to be kind of off to the side a little bit. I'm just going to do a little knot here to begin with. There we go. So my thinking is I'll do a little bow there, but I'm going to put this, I'm going to use that to kind of ground the tree, and I think I might need to lower it down a little bit. So that's going to kind of ground the tree a bit. And I'm thinking of putting him here. Let me get that tree moved over, and I'll have them up on maybe a little bit of foam. I'm not sure. We have to see how it fits in there. And then I'm going to put this underneath where that bow is, if it works. We'll see. So let me do the bow. I'm not a great tire of bows. So I think we've covered that previously. Let's see. I want it to be nice and snug. Let's pull these down. Pinch that a little bit so that they kind of land where I want them to land. I don't know. I'm not crazy about this. Let me see. I think I have it too big. This is what I do. I mess around. I get my little bows and I really mess with them a lot because I never like how they turn out for me. This is why I don't do a lot of bows on my cards. Tighten that. There. Okay. So I'm going to trim this off. Trim that a little bit more. There we go. Well, that's not so bad. Okay. And then where's the other piece? This is what I'm thinking might be fun to kind of put up under here just to add a little bit of color by the bow. I thought that might be kind of cute. This I think I'm going to put flat, and I think I'll put this, and this is again a really good example of why I like to have my foam be really flat, because this, or not flat, but really thin, because I get to easily control how much dimension I have. If I had a thicker foam right now, I wouldn't use foam at all, because I don't want this to be really puffy on my card. But I am going to give this a few little pieces just to give it the support in case somebody squeezes it, since it's going to be in that little envelope on a gift and might be under the tree. There we go. Oops. You get these little pieces. Sometimes it's hard to get that off of there. So let's rest them on here and move that over a little bit. So cute. You know, I really like doing simple little projects like these sometimes. I'm going to do that flat. I was thinking of putting that on foam, but I don't think so. It doesn't, I don't like that right there. That was just bad. Okay. Let me flip some of that tape back where we don't need it. I'm actually going to curl up these ends a little bit of these leaves. Just gives a little more dimension. Put that underneath there. I think that's a very cute little card. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this right on the front. There we go. And seriously, I think that is a very, very sweet little card, little gift card. And I stamped the Happy Holidays up toward the top, so I have plenty of room to put, you know, to sign it here. I can also write a little note over here. I just think it's really cute. It has that pretty poinsettia background, and I think it's something that's going to be unexpected. It doesn't look store-bought. It's definitely handcrafted. And if you put, you know, your little seal on the back there, if you have a little something that says handcrafted by, or if you just want to write handcrafted by, you know, with love and your name, look how cute that is. I think it's sweet. And easy to do. I mean, it really doesn't take that long at all. And again, I used a lot of scraps. I already had a lot of these colored up. The most crafting I had to do was really just to stamp and stencil that little background with the poinsettia, and then cut a couple of pieces. You know, I did a die cut and I cut the little card base just so that things would fit. But a lot of this is just stuff that I already had laying around. So I think that is fun. Got a couple of more. Let's see. And if anybody has any questions, please get them out there. If you have any comments about anything. So let's see. Out of all of these things, got a couple more. I decided to grab the Mackenzie paper pack. You guys know how much I love this. The sentiments I'm going to use are from the Snowflakes and Blizzards. And you guys haven't seen me use this one yet. This is our scallop border. It's a 3-die set. I'll explain why I grabbed that. And I think it's really, really fun. So this is a lot of the stuff, again, that I already had laying around. I have a collection of ribbon that is ridiculous, I gotta say. I have a lot of ribbon. I go through these phases where I just buy a whole bunch of some things, certain things, and I went through a ribbon phase. And so I have tons of ribbon. I used to use a lot of ribbon, but I don't use it so much anymore. And so I thought I'm going to grab some ribbon because I'm going to be doing some tags. So, and this is actually, is it Stampin' Up? Yeah, it's Stampin' Up ribbon. I love their ribbon. I got to say, I love Stampin' Up ribbon. Absolutely. I think it's like my favorite ribbon. Let's see. These are the little tags that I just had laying around. I literally got like a couple of packs of these at like Michael's out of, I don't know, a clearance bin or something, because I just wanted to use them as a little decoration in my craft room. And, but I've never used them for anything. So I thought, well, let's do that. So I grabbed my paper pack. And I literally grabbed, I keep scraps in here. You can see how this is already cut in here. You can see little pieces sticking out in here. I keep all the scraps. I put everything right back in the bag. So you can see I have, let me show you. Because you never know when you're going to need your scraps. Look at all my little scraps that I have in here. These little pieces. And this is what I went to, was my scraps. And so I keep them all in the little bags. So I have everything together. I know what goes with what. And so I didn't have a die that was going to cut this for me. So I literally grabbed, this measures out to be 2 inches wide. Each one of these tags measures out to be 2 inches by like, gosh, I think it was like 3 or 4 3/4, I think, in length. So here's one that I went ahead and just kind of trimmed it out myself, but I'll show you what I did. I took a little scrap piece and I trimmed it to 2 inches wide. And I haven't had these out in ages either. Wait till you see these. Remember these? Oh my gosh. I even have it labeled because I used to take it with me for like, you know, scrapbooking and stuff. Anyway, I used, it's got a 1/4 inch. This is a corner rounder. So there's a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch. And so I trimmed the corners at the corner rounder. I trimmed 2 of them at the 1/4 inch. And then this next one, so you can see how it fits in here. Is it absolutely perfect? No, but I don't care. So the next thing I did was I literally fudged it. I flipped this over, so I laid it where I wanted it to be, right? Make sure I have that right. So I laid it on the little tag where I wanted it to be. I literally flipped it over like this, okay? And I traced. And so I'm going to trim this out. First, I'm trimming it right on the lines. Let me move this stuff here, down here. First, I'm trimming it right on the lines, and I'll explain to you what I mean, why I'm saying first. So these are the little lines that I traced, and this is a royal major pet peeve of mine. I don't like it when you cut on one side, the other side gives it like a ridge, and that drives me nuts. So while this is going to fit, it's going to line up with that perfectly, which is what I don't want. So that's why I cut right on the line. So then I go back and I cut it again because I want it to fit on the inside. And so I flip the paper over so that I get that nice finished edge on the front side of it. So yeah, I'm cutting twice, but boo-hoo, it'll be fine. It'll actually look nicer. It gives it a nicer finished kind of a look. So now this is going to fit here, and it's going to give me kind of a nice even edge all around. As you can see, I still haven't trimmed or gotten new blade, but that's all right. So now that's going to fit in there really, really nicely, really cute. Elizabeth is saying, will there be any new products coming after the holidays? We have, I wouldn't say right after the holidays. You got to keep in mind the shipping that I mentioned earlier. We do have February and March collections coming up. We also have a brand new craft kit that we're going to be unveiling as soon as I have a ship date. It's meant to be for January. I just don't know if we're going to be getting it in time to unveil it for January. Where did my tape go? Here it is. So I have to pay attention to, I don't want to announce it until I know when it's going to be shipping. We will put it up for pre-order, and hopefully at the very latest maybe be shipping them out at the end of January. So yes, so we do have a lot of new stuff that's going to be coming up. So I'm going to go ahead, I've got my adhesive on here, double-sided adhesive, and I'm just going to lay this on top, and it already looks really pretty. And then what about that little hole? Remember this one? I haven't played with these things in ages. Well, I'm just going to line that up on the, whoops, I got the one stuck in there. Let me clean that out. There we go. So I'm going to line that up so I can see where it goes. And just put the hole in it. There you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So now I have two of these. This one I've got to get taped. Where is it? You know, if you want to put this on foam, you could do that, absolutely. If you wanted to build it up with a little bit of dimension, you know, like we do our cards, you can absolutely do that. There we go. So now we have the start of two little tags. Super cute. Next up, I had some images already. So I got these guys here, and then I have these little gingerbread guys from when we did a gingerbread card a long time ago. So this is from Gingerbread Kisses. I don't have the stamps right here, but these are from the Gnomes. And then I also decided, I grabbed some white scrap that I have because I thought as I started laying these out here, I started thinking, well, it looks a little bit plain. So my thinking is that I would put this one here and put that one there, maybe. It's kind of what I was thinking. But it looks a little bit plain, and I'm going to put a sentiment in here. So this is why I grabbed the scallop border. And the scallop border is really fun because we have three different scallops in here that are really, really cute. And so I thought I would work with the tiniest one here. Actually, this doesn't have anything on the back. Well, that's interesting. But we do have a fringe die that this one pairs with. I don't know why we did that. That's kind of strange. It's almost like it's missing something on the back. But anyway, so we have this, and I thought I used that smallest little scallop, and then this is going to go across just like this. And I thought that would just kind of finish that off a bit and give it something really cute. Do we have tag dies on the site? Jean is asking. No, we don't, but I have to tell you that doing this project made me think we needed some tag dies. So, no, we don't have tag dies. But I do have an idea for some tag dies that I want to do, and I can tell you we're going to have some in the spring, because I really see a need for them. I think it would be really, really cute, and I have a really fun idea for it. So anyway, so here's where we are. But before, oh, and then these guys here, I thought I would lay these out just like this. Put Santa in there, and then I want to have a sentiment up here, and then one over here. So really simple, really fun. So I'm going to go ahead now, and we're going to get to stamping with our sentiments. So let's see. Oh, and I decided that I wanted to have these sentiments be embossed. And so I have so much stuff out here right now. Alan, can you take these and put them back there on my desk? Thank you. Let me move this stuff over because I don't want to mess everything up. Okay. So I thought it would be fun to have them be embossed. It would add just a little extra something fun. So let's see, we're going to lay these out, and I need to make sure that I'm using sentiments that are going to work with the way that I want to line the characters up. Let me move this out of the way. There we go. So I like to have, this is my little tray where I'm going to be doing my embossing powder. I have a clear embossing powder because I'm going to be stamping with Raven. The hybrid inks, our hybrid inks, you can actually emboss with. So I'm going to have this open and ready to go. And let me lay out my characters, because this is how I make sure that I get the sentiment that I want to use and that it's all going to work. So I've got the snowflakes and blizzards. And I'm going to see, I think Merry and Bright would be really cute right there. Let me put this in here and just make sure. I might raise this up a tiny little bit. And I think I'm going to put Merry, is it Warm Wishes or Merry and Bright? I'm going to use Merry and Bright. I like that one. And it's one that I haven't used yet too. So let's put Merry and Bright down here. Get these pieces out of the way. Do we have any questions from anybody, Alan? From you, can you make the scallop at the top look like gingerbread with icing?
That's a challenge for you.
Right now?
Why not?
You're hilarious, honey. My husband. Can you do something right on the spot?
No, it's a challenge.
How would I make it look like gingerbread with icing?
Well, make it the color of gingerbread, and then use a ink something.
Talk louder so people can hear you.
What you say.
No, people want to hear you.
Color it like gingerbread,
Mm-hmm.
and then use something that's like that leaves thick icing.
Okay, so Alan says he's instructing me, my crafty husband. He wants me to color the scallop with gingerbread and then put something on it that's kind of like icing. Now it sounds to me like, and tell me if you think I'm right here. Let me know. It sounds to me like Alan wants to craft with me sometime. No. Is that true? I think so. What do you think, everybody? Does Alan want to craft with me sometime?
No, I think it's Sharon Gullickson's problem, because she said, could you make it look that way?
No, I think it's Alan. Alan wants us to do this. I'm going to stamp this a second time. What do you think, everybody? Should Alan craft with me?
No.
I think he should. So I'm going to go ahead and get my embossing powder on here.
There is someone that says Alan needs his own microphone.
I think Alan does need a microphone.
You told me I couldn't have one.
I did not tell you you couldn't have one. Or he's gonna start a marital fight right here. He's gonna lie to you, and then he's gonna start a fight. Okay, hold on. You're gonna hear my heat gun, so hold on. Actually, let me move this out of the way. That would just be bad. There we go. You watched it right here. I just used my hybrid inks to emboss. All right, so that is the first one. Now let's get a sentiment for the second one. So, oops, put that one away. So now we need a sentiment for this one. Let's get our little characters in place. Who's going to go where? Put this in place. Pretty. There we go. Now this one we have a lot of room. And you don't have to put a sentiment here if you don't want. You could just leave it and you could write your note there. But I have one that I wanted to see if it would fit. And it's this one that says, if kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard, because I think it's one of my favorites. And so I'm going to put that one right there. And I think this one works perfectly because it almost looks like the paper in the background could be snowflakes. Ha ha ha. Make sure this is, there we go, centered. Who makes your static bag? Oh, that's a very good question. Hold on a minute, because I didn't use my static bag. So, yeah, just reminded me. Mine is, you know, I have had this thing for probably, oh my gosh, I've got to say 20 years. It says, what does it say? Susie Weinberg's Puffs Static Away? I don't even know.
Puff Daddy.
No idea. That's what it says on it. I've had it for probably 20 years. That either, that shows you one of two things, either how long they last or how often I use it. So, there you go. All right, inking up with my Raven hybrid ink. And I'm going to do it one more time. This is such a gorgeous black hybrid ink. I love it. And I'm going to hurry up and get my embossing powder on it. There you go. Let me put the cap on this and move this onto the table so I don't get that everywhere. Alan, can you put that onto the table for me? I'll clean that up later. All right, so next up, sorry about the noise, but you're going to hear my heat gun. I always heat it up a little bit before I put it onto the card. That way I'm not heating the card in excessively long time. There we go. Okay, got it all? Look how pretty. It really makes it stand out. Love it. You know, and sometimes I think embossing, you don't have to do this on these. If you want these cards to be really, really quick, or not cards, but these tags to be really, really quick, don't bother embossing. But I did it because I think it really makes it stand out, and it gives it just a little more texture. These, I got to tell you, these sentiments I think are perfect for tags too. The size of these is absolutely fantastic for all your tags. These are really fun too because you can actually use like these little lights here. You could put some of the sentiments on the inside, and this one with the ring, you can put some of the things on the inside, like the Merry and Bright and the Warm Wishes. Really, really cute. I think they're really fun. Okay, let me see something. Okay, let's see, where are we then? So we have these two. I'm going to go ahead and get my foam out because these are going to assemble really, really quickly. And I do want to put foam on these because I think it'll be fun to have the dimension on them. So I'm going to put foam on the back of all of these pieces. I think I'm even going to do it on the little scallops. I think it'd be cute if those were standing up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead with my foam. Where's my scissors? Here we go. See, I save scraps. These are my scraps here on my foam. See, I save it all. This one might not work anymore. That one's kind of dirty. But let's see. Ah, it's sticking to me. Okay, so I'm going to grab this scrap here because I think that one's going to fit really nicely on the back of my scallop. And just trim it down. And this foam is my Scotch foam that I always use. It is about 1/16 of an inch in thickness, which I think is perfect. Perfect for me anyway. It allows me to control how thick my cards are going to be. And I like that. Am I a control freak? Well, some might say yes. There we go. That is so not straight. Oy vey. I can't put my head right over it. I think that looks better. Let's see. There we go. And then this one I'm going to fix a little bit because I think I have it down over the scallop portion. There we go. Let me lift this up and see if it's straight. Ah, that one actually went on much easier. Straight anyway. Look how cute those are. I just think they're really sweet. And yeah, I can see I've got a little more space at the bottom of this one than this one, and I don't care. It's handcrafted. Doesn't matter. Alrighty. Actually, I don't want foam on the back of Santa. Let's put this on the back of here. I have to trim that off a little bit. Trim this corner. I don't think I'm going to have foam on the back of Santa. We'll see how that's going to work out. A little bit, and then I'm going to support the bottom here a tiny bit. Too long, so let's trim it again. There we go. And I am going to save these bits. I put them on here because I will use them. Stuff's expensive, so I save it. Okay, let's do this one first. This is where I wanted to have these guys here. Alan's laughing at something. What are you laughing at?
You'll see.
Oh no. He says, oh, you'll see. That can't be good. What are you doing? Are you teasing with somebody?
No, this is a serious question from Sheila.
Alrighty. You raise this one up a little bit. Move that in. Sheila is saying, do you handcraft your tree house?
Tree and house.
Oh, do you handcraft your tree and house decorations for holidays? Oh my goodness, girl, I wish. I do decorate the tree myself because nobody will join in and do it with me. But no, I don't. I do not. I wish I did. I wish I had that time, but I don't. Okay, so this one I think is almost done. Look at this. Look how cute that is. I mean, seriously. Oi. I can't even get Alan to put lights on the house anymore or anything. My hubby. He's kind of Scrooged out when it comes to Christmas lights on the house. All right, and I'm going to put Santa. I'm going to cut off Santa's legs. Sorry. but I have foam back there, so let's put Santa here. Look how cute. Oi, oi, oi. I think these turned out really cute. Okay, so then I have my ribbon. I'm really happy with these. I think they're adorable. So I've got pink for the pink. And I've got this kind of bluish greenish color here for that one because I already had them. And I think I'm going to work this in with that one. And then I found these little polka dots, this ribbon here that I'm going to work in with this one. So let's see. I'm going to cut a little bit of ribbon from the pink. And let's see. I always forget which way to do this. So if I go like this, and then I think you go from the front and loop it over. Is that right? We'll see if I get this right. There we go. Let me pull this through. There we go. I like these colors together too. Trim that a little bit. I think that one looks really cute. So there's a tag. I think it's cute. And then we're going to do the same thing with this one. Oops. So I've gone back to my roots with my ribbon. Flip that over. And kind of squeeze it together and kind of fold it so that it goes in. Now my paper has maybe a little more green in it than the ribbon, but I don't care. So what if it's not an exact match? Don't care. Open these out a little bit. And trim this down a little bit, give it a nicer kind of a look to it. There we go. So there we go. Those are kind of pretty. They're non-traditional Christmas colors. And then, you know, we have space on the back here. If you want to write a little note to somebody on here, to and from, you could even, if you have to and from stamps, you could go ahead and actually stamp to and from. You could put something, you know, anything else on the back, or if you just want to hand write it, you could do that. But I think those are really, really cute tags. And then we also have this little card, little gift card that, you know, when you open it up, it says Happy Holidays or whatever it is you want to put in there. So I think those are really sweet. I think they're very festive. These are non-traditional colors, but we did bring, notice they look really, really great even when we bring some more traditional colors into it. I think it works really, really well. I think the pattern paper in the background is super easy and super, super fun to do. And then this one we created a really, really simple kind of a background pattern ourselves just by using a stamp. And you could do that with stencils. You could do that with whatever you want. You could actually even leave it. I mean, it would have been gorgeous if I would have left it just with that gold emboss. I think that makes for a gorgeous background. In fact, I think I might do a card with this piece. I think that's going to be beautiful. So that's going to go into my stash of things that I already have ready to go. So I think that's it. Wow. Finished all 3 of those. I'm happy with them. Do you like them, Alan?
Yep.
I think they came out really, really nice. So I'm happy. Yay. They go ahead and put the green screen back on and we'll switch cameras. Yay! I think they turned out really nice. I'm really pleased with them. I might have to wrap some presents so that I can put some tags on them.
What did you get yourself?
What do you know? Yeah, he says, what did you get yourself? That's kind of where we're at this stage in our lives. It's like, what do you want? I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. How about if we just get ourselves something and put it under the tree and surprise each other with what we got ourselves? It's like, I don't know. Anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed these tags. I think they're really cute, and I think that they could easily be mass-produced if you have little characters already that you've got, you know, in a little stash in a little box. Just pull those out and pop those onto the front of some tags. I think they'd be a lot of fun. So, man, I'll tell you, time really flies. It's already, gosh, it's already flown. Oh, we need to do a giveaway, and then I'm going to talk about something else for you guys. Let's do a giveaway, and we're going to give away this stamp set. I decided to do this because I love this stamp set. I think it's so fun. This one is called Snowflakes and Blizzards. I don't know if we've done a giveaway on this yet, but we're going to do a giveaway on it tonight. So we need a name.
Oh.
Name. Need a name. Oh, my hair. What is going on here? Need a name. Come on, Alan. Give me a name. Give me an N. N. Give me an A. A. Give me an M. Give me an E. Kathy DeRoche. DeRoche? Is that how you say it? DeRocha? DeRoche? Kathy DeRoche. DeRocha. Gosh, I hope I'm not slaughtering that. You have won the, what is it? Snowflakes and Blizzards 4x6 stamp set. Yay! Awesome. Congratulations. Kathy, need you to send us an email with your mailing address, complete mailing address. Send it to customerservice@ldrscreative.com, and we will get your prize out to you right away. Yay! Congratulations. Thank you also for being here. Yay. A couple of things before we go. We do have the holiday coming up. So we're going to take a little break. Granted, we get to see each other all the time, every day, but we do have some holiday stuff to do, and so we're going to take a little bit of a break. It's just going to be 2 weeks, just 2. We're going to come back here. This is going to be our last one until after Christmas. So we're going to come back 2 weeks from tonight. Tuesday, it's the 29th after Christmas. And then we're also going to do a Christmas Eve because that happens to land on a Thursday. Christmas Eve? New Year's Eve, I'm sorry. New Year's Eve. So we come back, we're taking a break, we come back on the 29th. That's going to be a regular live. And then 2 days later on New Year's Eve, we're going to do a New Year's Eve. And I thought that it would be fun if we all showed up in our jammies and maybe had a champagne pajama party is kind of what I'm thinking for New Year's Eve. Because, and I'd said this to my husband, you know, why would we be in our pajamas and drinking champagne on New Year's Eve? And I said to him, I said, well, because if you're going to get drunk, you want to already be in your jammies and ready for bed. So let's have a champagne pajama party on New Year's Eve. I thought that would be fun if you guys are going to show up. Because I figure nobody's probably, I shouldn't say nobody, but I'm guessing not everybody's going to be going out for New Year's Eve. And if you are, then fine, but I will be here. I'm not going out. So I thought that would be fun. So, alrighty. So anything else? Any other announcements?
I don't see anything.
Nope.
No.
I don't think so. So again, we will be back here. We're taking a 2-week break. We'll be back on the 29th. So you guys, everybody, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Of course, we're going to see you for New Year's. Stay safe, enjoy your families, try and, you know, see your families somehow. If you're not going to be seeing them in person, there's always Zoom and stuff like that. So, you know, just stay safe and try not to eat too much.
Why are you looking at me?
Just happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, the whole thing. Enjoy yourselves, and we will see you guys soon. 2 weeks, 29th. Yay. Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight.